and welcome back to Girl and the Hammer. So in today's video, we're carrying on with learning to play Age of Sigmar through the Stormbringer magazine. So this one I think is going to be a little bit crazy. I don't really know what's going on, but I have read through this before doing this video, so hopefully I understand it a little bit better. So let's get started and get into this playthrough and learning to play. Okay, so learning to play Age of Sigmar through the Stormbringer magazine. So we're on issue 6 now of learning how to play, and today's battle or learning how to play is all about sort of like long range weapons like shooting. So part of the shooting phase. Now it does explain where this comes in regards to like the play sequence. So it comes before like the combat phase. So the combat phase is like what we've been doing. Then the shooting phase comes later, but not all units can have like long range like weapons sort of thing. So you do have to look and obviously see. The only ones that we'll be playing with today that have them like long range shooting weapons, they do have a name, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. So the ones that we're playing with today that have the long range weapons are the Hobgrot splitters. Hobgrot splitters. They have some grenade things that they can throw. Now we'll be playing today. So we're doing the krulboyz versus the stormcast. And we're using for the krulboyz, we've got the Hobgrots, we've got the gut rippers, and we've got the killer boss with the snotgrot. Snotgrot? I'm pretty sure it's a snotgrot. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they will be playing against the Praetor Prime and the Vindicators. Personally, I think this is a clear winner. The krulboyz are going to be clear winners in this. They've got huge units and the killer boss is like really hard to kill. So this seems a little biased to me, but for the sake of playing, it sounds good. We'll go with it. So today I am 100% rooting for the krulboyz because let's face it, they're gonna be winners, and if it doesn't turn out that way, well then I'll eat a dice. No, I won't eat a dice. That could be all sorts of wrong. But anyway, moving on to the play. So the shooting phase. So the shooting phase actually comes after the hero phase, movement phase, and then you've got the shooting phase, charge phase, combat phase, and then battle shock phase. So we've already looked at the combat phase. We've already learned all about that in previous issues and obviously in my previous videos. So we should have that down. Well, kind of, if you saw my last video, I definitely didn't have that down in my last video, but hopefully today is going to be a little bit better. So let's get into actually playing. So, this game, this playthrough is called An Explosion of Violence. Okay, so the let me start that again. So the krulboyz have recruited a number of Hobgrot splitters to help them tackle the Stormcast Eternals. Will the grenades of these mercenaries tip the tide of battle? I think so. So your battle continues. In this battle, you will use the rules for shooting for the first time, and you will battle until one side has slain all of their opponent's units. Follow the instructions carefully as you play through the battle, and use the on later turns instructions after the first round of the battle. Okay, so we've got everything laid out. They have come into battle on this. I don't even know what this is. A ruin? It looks like a realm gate ruin. It looks like the Stormcast are defending some sort of realm gate, and the krulboyz are just after blood. Just for a bit of fun. Okay, so let's get going. So they are in. I've got the war scrolls. I'm going to actually tear this page out. I ripped it. I was going to say, hopefully I don't rip it, and I clearly spoke too soon. Okay, let's try that again. Oh my god, I can't believe I ripped the page. What? Ah, careful, 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 careful. Okay, I did it, I got it, but I ripped it. Okay, so I've got all the war scrolls here. What I have realised is they only give you what you need to know, sort of thing. So there are other bits that I think are shaded out on these, but hopefully in later issues we'll find out. So I've got the War Scrolls there. Now let's do the playthrough. So Stormcast attack first. So this is the combat phase. So because the Stormcast don't have any of the, what they called, something weapons. I don't know. I know like all of these are called like melee weapons, but I'm guessing like shooting weapons, long range weapons. I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. So because the Stormcast don't have the shooting weapons, we don't go to we don't do the shooting phase. We go straight to the combat phase. So to choose a unit to attack with first following the combat rules. So it says down here, who should attack first? And it said, you should attack with me, your Praetor Prime first. I'll be able to take out a few gut rippers before they can attack, meaning I'll survive longer, which is good for both of us. Okay, so we do need to obviously take out some of them gut rippers, because 1 or 2 gut rippers aren't too bad, but when you've got 10, they can deal crap loads of damage very quickly. So with the Praetor Prime, she rolls 3 attack dice. It's 3 plus hit, 3 plus the wound, and then the gut rippers don't have a rend. They don't have a rend. Okay, so 3 plus. Let's go. Come on, Prime. Yep. So all 3 hit, wound 3 plus. Only 2 wound. Okay, so the gut rippers have a +5 save, but the Prime has a -1, so they need 6. They got 4, so they didn't save, so it hits. So the number of attacks, no, the number of damage, so that deals 2 damage. So we could already get rid of 1 gut ripper anyway, because they can only do 2 wounds. Inflicted 2 wounds, that's good. Okay, so now it's the krulboyz' turn to attack. So I'm thinking, oh, so did I, oh, because it's a hold on, choose a unit to attack with the following combat phase rules in A, okay. Oh, is that because they're in combat? Okay, yeah, I'm still learning, Okay, so we'll choose the gut rippers because let's face it, they're pretty good. Oh no. Let's do, like, normally, okay, so if I wanted, I want to try and get the Stormcast to win this at all odds. So if I was obviously a krulboyz person, I would choose the gut rippers to take out the Prime because she's pretty cool, and I think getting rid of her first would be good. Yeah, but because I want the Stormcast to win, I want to get rid of this killer boss. So we're going to attack with the Vindicators first. I hope this makes sense. Not the Vindicators. We're going to attack with the killer boss first. Oh my god, how is this so confusing? Okay, so I'm going to attack with the killer boss first. Yes, I'm going to attack with the killer boss first. Let's go with it. Let's go with that. Okay, so the killer boss. So let's do 4. It's got 4 attacks, 3 plus to hit. Oh, that was shocking. That's 2. So we've got 2, and then 3 plus to wound, 2, and then what is the Vindicators need a +3 to save, but the killer boss has a -1 rend, so they need a +4, so 4, 5, or 6. Okay, so 1 hit, and the damage is 2, so we can get rid of one of these Vindicators. And now we do the stab grot, not the snot grot, the stab grot. Okay, so he rolls 3, and he needs a +4. Oh, he got none. That's that done. So that's that turn over with. So that was Yeah, that's that turn over with. Cool, so we lost one Vindicator on that combat phase and one Gut Ripper. Now we can move on to the krulboyz turn. So they get the shooting phase. So this is obviously our, so at the moment we're not measuring anything. I think that comes with later issues, but here we have the Hobgrots here, and they can either attack the Vindicators or the Prime. So I'm thinking, let's attack the Prime. Let's attack the Prime because we want to get rid of her because she's probably the best, I'd say. So let's get rid of her. So let's have a little look at this. So what do we do? So I think it works just same as the combat phase. So we roll. So let's have a look at their war scroll. So 1 attack per them. So we've got to roll 10 dice. 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we roll 10 dice. They get 1 attack each. It's a +4 to hit. Okay, +4 to hit. Let's go, let's go. So many dice. Nope, 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 nope. So 4 hit. So what is it to wound? To wound, it's a +3. 3 wounded. Okay, so now the Prime, so she's a 3+, but the Hobgrots do have a rend, so they have a -1 rend, so it's 4+ to save. So let's see if she can save them. Oh my god, she saved them all. She saved them all. I tell you what, these stormcasts could possibly win this. So that's the shooting phase over because they don't have any long range weapons. So now we go on to the krulboyz combat phase. So I'm going to choose to attack. I'm going to use the Gut Rippers to attack the Prime. So let's go with that. So they have got, they're 2 attacks each and we've got 10, so it's 12. So I'm going to have to do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh no, so we have to do it twice. So I have to roll once and then do the whole thing and then do it all again because I've only got 10 dice and they get 2 attacks each. Okay, so the Gut Rippers need +4 to hit. 2, that one. Okay, so 4 hit and they need a +4 to wound. 1. Okay, and the save, the Prime is 3+ and there's no rend on this, so she needs a 3, 4, 5 or 6. She got a 6, so none of them hit. So let's do that again. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh no, so I've only got 9. So yeah, that's 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, so that's 8. Now, yes, I've already done 10. Yes, 8. 8, so Gut Rippers, 4+. Oh, okay, 2. Out of all of them dice, only 2. And then +4 to wound. None. None. Wow. Come on, krulboyz, you're not working out today. So that's the krulboyz. Now it's the Stormcast turn to attack. So we're going to attack with the Vindicators now, the killer boss. So let's go the Vindicator. They get 2 attacks each and we have 4, so that's 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, and there's our 3+ to hit. So not you, not you, not you, not you, not you. Oh no, did I say 3+? I did, 3. So 4. Oh no, I lost the dice. I'll just pick that up in a minute. Right, 3+ to wound. These dice hate me today. So that's only 2. And then what is the killer boss is, so they need a 3+ and do the Vindicators have a rend, so 4+. And you got it, so nothing for the Vindicators that time. Okay, so now we're going to go back to the Prime, so it's now the thingy's turn, the Stormcast turn. So we'll go back to the prime. So let's go. So she gets 3 dice and she needs a 3+ to hit the hobgrot. Take some of these hobgrots out. She got 2, 3+ again, 2, and what is it? The hobgrots, not the hobgrots, the gut rippers save. So +5, so it's 6 because of the rend. They need 6s to save. They didn't get them, so she deals 4 damage. So she can take out 4 more, 2 more than them. Perfect. Now it's the krulboyz' turn to combat. So we're going to go with the killer boss, and the killer boss does 4 attacks. Right, needs a +3. He got 1. He needs a +3 to hit. He got 1, nothing. So then we go for the stab grot, who needs a +4. He got 1. +4 to wound. He got 1, so he didn't even take any of them out. Okay, so that was, oh god, I forgot whose turn that was. That was the Stormcast turn. So now we go back onto the krulboyz' turn, so they can go back to their shooting. God, this is so confusing. I need like a little pot, so I'll put the pot on this side when it's the krulboyz' turn. So hard because I'm playing myself. It's like really, really difficult. So now it's time to do the shooting. We're going to try and take out the prime. Let's see. So let's go. So they get 1 attack. There's 10 of them. So 10 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, let's go. And they need a +4 to hit. You, none of you. So 3 out of all of them hit. They need a +3 to wound. 3 wounded. Okay, so the primes is +3, but the hobgrots have the rend, so it's a 4, 5, or 6. And she saved all of them. She got 4, 5, 6. Wow. So now we go on to the combat phase. So we're going to use the gut rippers. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need 14 dice. 2, 4, 6. Let's do 6. Let's just do 7 and 7. Much easier. 7 and 7. Okay, so they need a +4 to hit. Oh my god, it's like spinning. Okay, so 1 hit. Wow. Let's see if it wounds. So they need a +4 to wound, and it didn't wound. So we're going to roll again because I didn't have that many dice. So again, +4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hit this time, and then a +4 again. 2. Let's see if she saves them. So her save is +3, and the gut rippers don't have a rend, so she needs a 3, 4, 5, or 6. 1 hit, and they deal 1 damage. So she gets 1 little wound marker thing. Now she can only take 3 wounds, which is shocking. Like, that's it. But I think these are meant to come in a unit, so that kind of makes more sense. Because 3 for just 1 on its own as a single unit would be rubbish. Rubbish. You're like dead in one go. Dead in one go. Okay, so that was the krulboyz' turn. Now it's time for the Vindicators, the prime, to have a go at defeating more of these hobgrots. Okay, so she gets 3 dice and she needs a +3. So she got 1, and then she needs +3 to wound. She got 1. Let's see if the gut rippers can save. Their save is +5, but because of the rend, they need a 6. They didn't, so she deals 2 damage, so she can take out another gut ripper there. Okay, now on to the stormcast. So I know, so it's stormcast. So we're going to attack with the vindicators now and see if we can try and take out this kill boss and Stabgrot. Okay, so the vindicators have 2 attacks and we've got 4, so that's 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, and they need a 3+ to hit. Can they? Ooh, 1, 2. Okay, so they got all, so they got 7. Okay, a 3, they need a 3+ to wound as well. 1, 2, oh, only 2 this time. Now the killer boss has a +3 save, but the vindicators have -1 rend, so they need a 4, 5, or 6. And he got it, so they did absolutely jack crap to them. Oh my god, this could literally go on forever. So that's, now it's these people turn to, right, so we're going to go with the killer boss. It's going to take out some vindicators. So he gets 4, I think, 4 dice. 4 dice, +3. Okay, you've got 3 hits, +3 to wound. He only got 1, so let's see if the vindicators can save it. So it's a +3 but minus the 1 rend, so it's a 4, 5, or 6. And they saved it. Now it's the Stabgrot's turn. He gets 3 and he's at +4. He got 2. He's a +4 to wound. He got none. So what is wrong with this dice today? Oh my god, this could go on forever. Okay, so that's the end of the Stormcast turn. It's now back to the krulboyz. Now, are these krulboyz going to literally take out something? Because they've literally taken out 1 vindicator so far, and that is it. So, 10 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So, we're back to the shooting phase. So, if one of these had like a long range weapon, we could then go them and then go them, I think. But because they don't, it's literally just the hobgoblins that get to have a go. So I think it's always worth to have long range weapons maybe. I don't know, I'm not into the tactics yet, so let's see. So what do they need? They need +4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hit. Okay, let's see if they wound. So it's a +3 to wound these ones. Oh wow, so 5 wound. Let's see if the prime can oh yeah, by the way, I decided to attack the prime. So the prime needs a +3, and then they've got the -1 rend, so she needs a +4. So let's see. So she saved 2 but 3 hit. So, and they deal 1 damage, so she's literally been taken out now. She is gone. See, that's rubbish, but good at the same time. Okay, so now, because they've got nothing there, I think we can just move them. So it's still their combat phase. So I don't know if we can move them or not, but I'm gonna combat phase and then I'll move them over on the next turn. So we're gonna obviously do the killer boss to attack because these aren't in the right space. So the killer boss is 4 dice. Okay, are they? He could literally take out all of these. What did he need? A +3. So we got all of them apart from 1, so that's 3, and then he needs a +3 to wound. 2 wounds. Now do the vindicator save. Need a +3 but minus the rend, so we need a 4, 5, or 6. They saved 1, so 1, and that deals 2 damage, so we can get rid of 1 of them. And now we do the Stabgrot. So Stabgrot is 3 attacks +4. He got 2, and then he needs a +4 to wound. Got 1. Let's see if the vindicator say that there's no rend, so they just need a 3, 4, 5, or 6. And they got it, so the Stabgrot did nothing. And that's the end of the krulboyz turn, right? So now it's time for the Vindicators. Literally, so that was the combat phase. So now it's time, it's still their turn, but we get to combat back. Is that how it works? Like, you take turns, but we get a turn sort of in a turn? I don't know, but that's what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments. So, it's the Vindicators' turn to try. So, they get 2, so we've only got 3, so that's 6. 2 attacks each. Right, let's go. So, +3. Okay, all hit but 1. +3 to wound. All wounded. Let's see if the killer boss can save. So the save is +3, but minus the 1 rend, +4. So he needs 4, 5, or 6 to save. And he saved just 2. So 3, and they deal 1 damage. So he now has, he's allowed 6 wounds, but he's now got 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3 wounds there. Sorry, guys. Oh, how funny would it be if these Vindicators could literally take out the whole lot? That would be funny. Okay, so now it's the Vindicators' turn. So we are going to go for Vindicators. But we're going to move these over. Oh no, because it's not their turn. We'll move them on their turn, I think. I think that's how that works. We're going to go there. Okay, Vindicators, it's now time to show us what you're made of. Take out the killer boss. Okay, let's go. +3 to hit. So 3 hit, +3 to wound. Wounded, okay, and then so the save for the killer boss is +3, but minus the rend, +4. And he saved 1, so 2 hit, which means that he's nearly dead. Okay, so 1, 2, so 2, 4, 5. So he's only got 1 more and he's gone. He is dead. Okay, and that is the end of our turn. Well, no, it's not, because the killer boss has to attack. So it's the killer boss's turn to attack, because these aren't close enough and it's not the shooting phase yet. So he gets 4. Don't take out these Vindicators. Right, +3, 2, +3, 1. Let's see if the Vindicators save. So it's +4. They don't save. So he deals 2 damage. So he takes 1 of them out, and now we do the stab grot. So the stab grot is +4, 1, and then +4 to wound. Got 5, so what's the save? There's no rend on this, so the Vindicator's got +3, so that's 3, 4, 5, or 6. And they got 3, so they save it. So we're still going strong with just 2 Vindicators left. Okay, but that signals the end of our turn, and now it's the krulboyz' turn. Now I'm going to move these so they're now in range of the Vindicators. I know you can't move these around the list, but we're not in the movement thing yet, so I'm just going with it. Okay, so we're back to the shooting phase. So they can shoot the Vindicators. So let's see. So how many of these? We still have all 10, so we've still got to roll with 10 dice. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, shooting phase, +4. Here we go. I hope you're all following along with this, but I told you these stormcasts have like literally just been annihilated pretty much by the krulboyz. This was an unfair battle, but they have held their own a little bit. Okay, what did I say? Oh, +4. So +4. So what was that? 5 hit, +3 to wound. Three wounded. Let's see if the Vindicators can save. So they've got a +3 save, but the Hobgrots have a -1 rend, which means it takes it up to a 4, which means they've got to get 4, 5, or 6. Let's go. 4, 5, or 6. Okay, so they only saved 1, which means they deal, so we've lost another Vindicator. Damn. By the Hobgrots. Okay, so now we move on to the combat phase. So we're going to attack with the Gut Rippers because there's loads of them and it seems like the logical thing to do. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left, and the Gut Rippers have got 2 attacks per thing. So I need to pick up my dice that I dropped. Bear with me. Okay, so I've got 12 dice here. So I don't need to double roll anymore because I have enough dice. Oh my gosh. What did they need? They needed a +4. Okay, so, oh God, I think that's nearly all of them. Oh my God, 9 hits. 9. Okay, and they need a +4 to wound. This is the end. This is the end. Okay, so that is 5 wounded. So let's see if so they've got a minus, they've got no rend. So the Vindicators have got a 3+ save. So they just need a 3, 4, 5, or 6 to save. Come on. Oh, well, he's dead because he saved 1. And they all deal 1 damage, and there's 4 that dealt, so bye-bye Vindicator. So that is the end of that. To be honest, the Vindicators had, the Stormcast had absolutely no chance against the krulboyz in this one. Their sheer numbers just overwhelmed them, and they were literally just dropping like flies by the end. So well done, krulboyz. I do like the shooting phase. It is fun. I can't wait until both sides can play shooting. I think that will evenly match it a little bit, or we have something else introduced to us. But it's fun. It's added a little bit more, something different to the game now, and it's getting a little bit more interesting. So let me know if I got anything wrong in this, if I'm explaining it right and everything, because I want to learn how to play this properly, not just, oh, here we go. So let me know in the comments if I got anything wrong, yeah, or you have any tips for me. So I hope you've liked this video. I know it's a little bit of a longer one, but the game's getting more interesting now. I'm going to try and do like a battle report one, but I need to watch a few more videos on that before I attempt that. So I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you all again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.